matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the Utah Utes. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Utah is turning the page with a new head coach, Morgan Scalley, for the first time in decades. Kyle Whittingham was a longtime coach there, built consistent success, back-to-back Rose Bowls, but by his side was Morgan Scalley, and when I interviewed him, he said, my logo has never changed. He's played at Utah, been an assistant coach at Utah, and will now lead the Utes into a new era. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Utah Utes offense will go to work first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy didn't.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Here's the pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
That slide's a little early and short, and now it's going to be fourth down. And the Utes will try to pin them back with the punt. All the way back to the 15. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So Texas Tech's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here are the starters on the offensive front, and you won't find one much better in the country.
I think in college football, games are still won and lost in the trenches, David. We are looking at one of the great offensive lines today in college football. They know every single week one thing. They're going to try to line up, and they're going to try and run the football. And you've got a tailback like they've got. You've got this offensive line, man, they're hard to stop.
They are hard to stop. And what I love about offensive linemen, I like when they don't like people. And they enjoy moving people against their will. And this unit, man, they're going to pay.
Racing down the left side. Past the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Red Raiders. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Makes the catch. Nice move to keep running. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Looking for a productive play on first down. rolls and throws off the RPO. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, and they'll move the chains. It's first down.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Utes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
All right, well, if you're the quarterback, you know at this point, this is one of those days that I'm going to have to just strap it up. I'll probably be in an ice bath when the game is over because I'm getting hit a lot. We're only in the first quarter. My accuracy and my timing is going to have to be at a premium.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Complete downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Utes moving quickly to the line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Moves around to clear up the vision. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick six, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's caught. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. He's looking downfield to throw. Under fire, and they got him.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Running inside, it's Williams. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats. Vaughn. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Here's a give to Joyner. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Play action. With the catch, it's Carpenter. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Makes the grab. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. The run inside. It's Williams. Got a little grass. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Red Raiders pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Hammond. Unloads to the wideout. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
The offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And that is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal, miss, make, great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wants to throw on first down. Gets rid of it. Great catch along the sidelines, but the object is to go forward.
And I tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot work in the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football.
Makes a grab and room to run. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. The Utes in the hurry-up. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Timeout called by the Utes. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air. It's Dampier. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling the quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. second timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? And they're going to be in a world of hurt if they don't get this thing going forward here on second down from the 13. Bringing the heat. Lets it fly. Finds a man on the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle.
Oh, it's picked off. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
Dropping back, it's Dampier. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. Utah now calls a timeout. They'll have one left. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Smashes it between the uprights. Now the lead is down to 11.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Eakin. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield very late in the half. He's not afraid to go deep. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Quarterback may change this route. From the red zone, looking for a space. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Red Raiders! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And as we wind down here in the first half, the offense will just take a knee and try to muster its forces for the second half attack as they trail going to the break. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with Louisville taking on the Duke Blue Devils. And it's the Cardinals who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today.
And the Utes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Wants to throw. It's Hammond. Fires to the big fella. And that won't quite be enough for the first down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And listen, obviously, this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Back to pass on second down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Holly, what update do you have for us?
Guys, checking in from the Texas Tech sideline. There is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. From the 39-yard line, it's first and 10. Here's Quentin one more time. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Red Raiders have a lot of options on second and inches. Hand off to Joyner. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
And he'll be smacked to the ground. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. Finds his man in the middle. Breaks into the open. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. The give is to Williams. Got it inside. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And the route is on.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run out of the gun here with Parker. Might have a chance. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Utes! Oh, into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen. And the defense gets to him and snuffs out the 2, and they will draw no closer here. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Turning it on. The 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And the beatdown has ensued. His 3rd touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total as he now has 7 on the year. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
They'll move the tight end. Off play action on first down. Finds the tight end. Tackled there by the defense. Headed into the final period, both of these backs have been strong so far and looking to be able to finish. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Rushes on him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's going to take off. He's out past the 35. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking to throw on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
And he used that spin move to put him in the spin cycle and gain extra yardage. 3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. Looking to throw for it. Got it. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Utes have this offense rolling. To the air on first down. Completes the shuffle pass. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Dampier. Keeps it going. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. His drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He'll take the deep shot. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. Holly Rowe has an update.
Guys, checking in from the Texas Tech sideline. There is so much enthusiasm on the sideline right now. This running back has been brilliant today. Over 200 yards rushing, and he continues to run.
There's some room. That's the 20. Touchdown, Red Raiders. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. They'll start on the ground with Wayshawn Parker. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. On the move. Short gain on the play before he slides.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Guys, checking in from the Texas Tech sideline with this.
Maybe some room here. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Hey, he's had a great day all day today, and not a surprise why they've continued to feature him, and you've seen him make big plays. And down the stretch, we expect more of the same, don't we, guys? Like, up with the lead, ground game keeps that clock moving. You don't want to stop that thing. That clock is your friend. This defense better find some answers quick.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were